Hello Blender folks, welcome and welcome back to Stream, the new name of the live streaming that I'm doing from now on. And this time is the first time where we are addressing world building or universe building, whatever how we want to call it. And I'm making this sci-fi universe. This is a spaceship. The name of the project is Neocene 5, and yes, sci-fi stuff. And here it is a spaceship interior. Yeah, we don't see the spaceship actually. I have some designs for it. I can make some drawing with annotations, and let's see what we can do in this first attempt of this will be like a deck. So I have a lot of references and there are many things I want to build up in this. Yeah, so this is a first session on this series of world building, and I'll be mostly focusing on scenery and assets. So for example, here I was even, yeah, I've lost some textures unfortunately, but here we have some trees, some vases with plants, but I've sort of lost the textures. I think, yeah, I think I know what happens here. I've changed the oh, some here, no, don't work. Probably I changed the location of the files, so I'll have to track this back, but this is we'll see as we go. Right now, folks, let me just put, before I start this thing, we have, there are many problematics, technical problematics, that I need to explore and find ideal solutions for them, because one thing is build like a spaceship, right, for the exterior aspect of it. This is not easy, it's challenging, it's very interesting, but this is just one thing. The problem, one problematic, is how do you do the interior of the spaceship? So the approach here is that I'm making the interiors before I even do the spaceship itself. We can see a lot of great tutorials about spaceships, but they are all about exterior aspect of the spaceships. And of course this is very insufficient for story. Like the interior of the spaceship is what matters, is the real space. You can have a story that never shows the spaceship, you know, so there's some Star Trek reference here, Aliens trilogy, whatever. I love this sci-fi reference. I'm going to try to make a mix of a lot of things. Of course, here I'm more into stylized, cartoony stuff, right? So it's not like I'm going for hyper-realism, and I want to make some sort of cozy, intriguing atmosphere here for the spaceship interior. So this will be very, very specific way of making this project, right? So this is not like the Neocene spaceship, like one spaceship that I'm planning with. I'm making some sort of not totally random, but I'm exploring the scenery, and as I have some idea for a certain room or interior space, I want like a corridor. This corridor I've built today, like from scratch. No, not exactly from scratch. I had already a starting sample, and then I've watched a tutorial and got some influence from it. I know already how to make. I have already some ideas for it, and so there's we'll start to build up lots of rooms and spaces, and we'll start to try to integrate them into something that is not yet a spaceship, but then we'll start to try to work on that. And there's of course in this approach there is a problematic involving the normals, like interior, how do you say, faces, how do you say it, hold on, I need to look for this mesh, and you see this mesh is actually, if you go recalculate normals, this is actually the outside, I think, because some parts, at least for some parts of the mesh here, because these parts here, they are blocky, so they are like a hold on, let's see here. No, wrong thing. It's this one facing. Okay, so you see that even some stuff here are wrong, right? So actually, lots of the problematics of making this mesh interior. Then we see that all this is wrong. Red is it's the wrong face for the back face of the mesh. So let's change this. This is another mesh object, by the way. So recalculate inside. Yes, so we fixed some stuff here, but this is actually this is another mesh object. So we have this one, which is the ceiling. We have this one, which is this part. So actually this would be, let's say, recalculate inside. Okay, so you see a lot of now it's good. And what about, yeah, all this seems to be wrong. This is an asset. I need to revise all these things. Recalculate. Okay, outside. Okay, good. And then for this tree, there's something wrong happening with the recalculate. Oh, this is a seam. All right. And then yes, so there's this problematic. This is why I'm trying to develop the corridor. Hold on. Apparently, yes. So the problem of these particular faces here is that they are single faces, differently from what is blue there. This I saw from Ryan King tutorial, this one. So hold on. Very good tutorial, but there is a little thing here that I think for some reason I'm not able to find. Anyways, it's a tutorial that comes before this one, part 1. So very good tutorial. So this is what I used to this is the soundtrack. I totally recommend it. Listen to this ambient sound from Aphex Twin. Great selected ambient works, 85 to 92 selection, whatever. This is really inspiring for this remembers me music like from sci-fi interiors, like it's crazy. This is my own association. So very good collection. I'll be listening to this meanwhile. So however, because of copyright, I'm not gonna be, you have to find it yourself. It's on YouTube, just listen to that. Okay, I totally recommend this. This is great soundtrack and very inspiring. So what I have here, of course, is mirror modifier with array. This I got from Ryan King tutorial, and although I know the techniques, so nothing like very special, but yeah, this guy is really good. Is really a master in making tutorials, and artist blender master. Very good tutorials he makes, and whatever he makes, it's probably worth to watch, even if there are many other approaches to corridors. In this case, the thing that I think that for me would be logical to improve would be that these faces here, these should actually be extruded in a way that they would be just like these ones. They are blocky, so they are easier to manage, even though this will imply having more faces, but then we don't struggle too much with this orientation of the faces, normals, right? So here, in order to solve that, I'll pick those faces. I think it's a whole thing. I'll just going to extrude. I'll use normals here, individual origins, extrude this S outwards, something like that. Yeah, and then alright, you see, it kind of solved the problem on its own. I'm gonna hide this object because I'm focusing on the corridors. And alright, but there's still something here which I don't know what is it. Apparently there's some interpenetration here. I have no idea what this is. Is it from... Oh, I see. This is part of the other object, I think. Let's select it. Yeah, it's part of this thing. It's just not wide enough, apparently, so... instead of normal, let's do global. No, I was mistaken, so... what is... Maybe I should just get myself rid of that. Let's turn off these modifiers here. Even the... Okay, I got an idea. Let's hide all this. No, it's part of this... Okay, so actually this red thing is from... No, this is what I need to hide first. Let's just focus on... Okay, so I'm just making retakes here, quick retakes, folks. Soon I will go into the big picture. So hold on, just let me just reduce this and let's get to see the chat, just in case you want to comment anything. So I'm watchful. So okay, how this was created I have no idea. Let's try to select it. Okay, it's select, so it's a connected mesh to... Alright, and for some reason it gets inverted. Where does this face goes? Oh, I see. This looks like some sort of... this song here, this soundtrack. I don't remember the name. It must be five something. Tha might be that one. Yeah, just too good to be true. So here I'm listening to this right now. Just get a sample of it. You'll see. Yeah, that soundtrack. So here, hold on, I'm having some mistakes here. Yeah, wow, lots of things open here. Now, yes, this is better. Okay, so I'm trying to fix this. I don't know what are. I'm just going to delete these things and see. Maybe they just need to go back. This is really, really weird, and it was totally unexpected. Oh, it's selecting by sim, but it doesn't matter. Face looks like some duplicated crazy stuff, right? Yeah. Oh, that's the outer part. Now I think I'm starting to get what's happening here. Yeah, it was perhaps some extra faces, an exterior part which was not really required, but we got it. So okay, so alright, so I think I understand. I wanted to make this looping thing to have the object, right, like a box thing, so like you see something that will make all the surroundings, so even if it gets to the interior, this is the exterior. So as I did this extrusion, I created extrusion for everything, even some geometry like that was going inwards, outwards, whatever, and this caused some interpenetrations because of the scaling and a lot of confusion, right? So my mistake, actually, I created a lot of, you see, useless, completely useless geometry here, while it should be something much simpler, right? So if I try to probably just, yeah, so there are just useless geometry here that is overly complicated and it's not required. I just want an external box for the mesh. This is, well, since I'm in this process, let's solve it gradually. So let's delete the vertices, floating vertices. Let's, yeah. So I'm gonna redo it in a simpler way. And yeah, so I'm not an expert in this modeling stuff, but I'm in the way to become, given enough time. will make this a big project. Yes, and it will be great. I have different files that I want to integrate in this thing, and we'll try to develop the composition of the spaceship interior. And at some point I would like to, of course, create the exterior as well. So here what I need to do probably at this point is try to get this. So let's extrude up. I want to delete these only faces. No, this is a mistake. I want this, and now I want to create the box thing. So I'm gonna extrude on X. Then I want to get it very close to this distance here. Probably will need a little more, maybe even more. Want to match there. Here we can extrude down. It would be nice if we could meet some of these of the grid, but maybe this is not possible. So make a cover for these faces, right? So I'm not sure this is really necessary, but I think this will be useful. So we know we're experimenting in the way. So GZ there. So hold on, let's get some screencast keys here. We don't reach that part of the grid, but that's fine. Let's pick everything that we got here and snap here. Now I pick everything. Yeah, it's a bit hard to see. I know there might be some floating vertices, maybe. Yeah, we'll try to clean this as we go. Here probably you got something to clean too. And we are nearly there. I pick this. I see here we have some little trouble here. So let's just snap here to that. Let's keep snapping this. We have some irregularities here, which is pretty annoying. I want to master the snapping features for this whole, yeah. Alright, never mind, this I cannot fix right now. But what I can fix probably yeah, so you see this kind of face is totally useless for, we can try to collapse those things. Yeah, so I can do that later, so this is not a real problem right now. For the time being I can just merge here, so I have this alignment stuff, and now that I have this edge align, I want to extrude this to the X and snap here. And because of the clipping and mirror modifier, which we're gonna enable here, this should be, yeah, then we get this. Now we can delete all these faces, correct. Good. So now we have a box thing that yeah, maybe in the end this was not a great idea, right? Because now I don't. This is covering. This is covering my other object. No, my other mesh. So yeah, my mistake, folks. This was not very interesting actually. So let's delete this then. We're not doing this cover. It was not strategically interesting. So we're gonna try to maintain the faces orientations correct despite this kind of stuff. So here I see I've deleted some face, so let's just do this and probably extrude here. Extrude X. That should be okay. Probably I want to consider if this becomes a window or not, although this part of the corridor it's repeating. I have a hole here. Probably got to solve that. Should be simple. There should be some. Alright, let's delete this. We can alternatively just extrude here on the GY. Where is the mirror? It's not affecting. Alright, so we could delete this then. Alright, then what is this? Zold structure that didn't survive. Let's delete it. And floating vertices, let's get rid of them. Yeah, it's a bit messy, but we are learning in the process, right? So we're getting more and more experienced in this process, so we won't be making these mistakes again. So okay, although it's annoying to not have. Okay, we have an asset here that. Oh, I know why they are, because this corridor is connecting to that deck in production, right? So all the corridor now is blue. This means that the faces are okay, and here, of course, here we see the interior. There's a big problematic in the approach I'm making, is that since I have different mesh objects, it's good for the maintenance of the object modifiers. I could make this into some sort of how do you say, asset, right? We can save this as an asset. Where's the asset thing? Convert to asset? No, of course not. It's asset. Create pose asset? No. Object. Asset. Mark as asset. Okay, so this is something I need to experiment more with. So here we have the corridor, which is yeah, we can use this or not. The array makes it longer. And the cool thing is that by making it into a separate mesh object, so this is my planning strategy. I'll have these different pieces of spaceship interiors, and I'm starting to try to connect them in different ways. The problem is here that it's not very simple to get. Of course, the mesh will be disconnected, and I must find a way to get these different parts which are not like modules connect. So I've never faced this problematic before for scenery, and I usually prefer to have everything connected and deal with mesh topology, right? I'm too much into mesh topology. But with this approach, mesh topology is not really required. We can just have interpenetrations of mesh objects. And this for me is a bit confusing, and so I need to get myself adapted to this thing. So currently, this whole thing, okay, we hide the ceiling. This whole part of scenery here is the deck. I'm still probably gonna change it a lot. So what we have here, we would probably build a door here, and the way the mesh connects here is really troubling for me because the geometry of this thing is not very well aligned, and I don't know how to get it not connected, of course, but work in sync with this object here. Probably I'll need to create more geometry here. So let's, at least I have a mirror modifier. So the idea would be, because this object here has all this array and bevel and whatever, I cannot just create things from it because it will create extra patterns that won't be allowed to be, how do you say, multiplied in this array way or mirrored, so we don't want that. So I cannot use this stuff from this. So the idea that I had to solve this problematic would be to have, I'm trying to reach, I want to take this mesh topology here. Actually it's from the back, right? So maybe this object was incorrect. Maybe I need to invert the scale in the y-axis of global. So scale y on global, sy the object actually. So let's turn off its object modifiers. Scale y -1, scale y -1 there. Then I think I need to apply. Let's see, it will make my life easier. So item, apply scale, yes. Then if I re-enable that, there we go. So we have, now what I have is that when I go in edit mode I can see these faces, right? So technically, according to the tutorial I've seen from King, it is relevant to delete some of these. Oh, they are already deleted. Alright. So, okay, we don't have these faces here. It's open. This creates a little trouble for me, but we can deal with that. Let's make some corrections here also. These faces are not required. Right, so my idea here would be to take this edge ring here, duplicate, separate as a new object, although now it's it's using all this stuff, right? Let's just skip the mirror modifier. Let's apply control A on object mode, of course. So this object now should be okay. This means that this is the corridor is an asset. Oh, I think I've made a mistake. Yeah, I applied all the thing, but for the corridor. I want to do this for this one, but delete bevel and array. The mirror, we just want the x-axis. So now we just have this structure. I'm going to apply that. And I want to bring this to the... Okay, we don't want to be looking at the assets here for now. And then the ceiling and the corridor and the main, that's it. So now that I have this object here, I'm going to join this object with this thing, the Neocene main, which is actually, so it'll be deck. So this will be just corridor. This is okay, deck, deck ceiling. And what is that? Why do I have two deck ceilings? This is probably a mistake. I'm just gonna delete it. So here, by having added this geometry here, exactly the same geometry for the corridor, into the deck, in the exact location that it started with, I will try to connect this to the other geometry right of the deck. So let's see if that will work. So currently this is a bit confusing, right? So maybe I need to hide some stuff here. Let's just do something like that. Yeah, it's much better. Let's see what we can do from this condition here. This geometry is chaotic, so I don't really care. It might be good to have something slightly more organic. Here I want to do some stairs. I just don't know exactly how at this point because of mesh topology. I want probably to separate. Yeah, I need to make some interference in this. So let's make some subdivisions here, like 4, and same here. Actually, we're gonna delete this. We take this, we extrude here. It is snapping, clipping, and merging. Then I need to make some connections here. So basically, alright, maybe we can do that. I can revise this later. This is just for now to get to see. Okay, so this approach seems to have worked so far, but I don't know about Okay, there's a bevel. Should it go after or before? Alright, this object doesn't have array nor bevel. Bevel is an idea I got from the tutorial, so let's see what it will do. Bevel modifier. Here, I don't know where it got from, I just pressed B. Oh, there, from there. Okay, seems like it produced some effect, but if I compare here, 0, 0, 1, 2, and it was actually smooth. No, not good. Well, this is actually interesting, but I get some mistakes there. Alright, so what can I do about this part here? Let's try to get a render. I want to see how what happens to that part here. I'm an EV. I got a lot of problem here. And the bevel on that part is not good. It's good on the corridor, but it's not good on the spaceship, on the deck. So yeah. So this strategy is not working. Apparently these faces are... Yeah, those triangles are really bad. So let's try to, I don't know, dissolve edge. And let's turn off this. So this solution didn't work so far, so maybe I'll need to have something needs to interpenetrate the other. The problem is that these faces are facing forward. Let's even change the color so that we can see what they are about. So this should be like, let's give them this thing, material. Okay, I just want to keep these vertices, but this edge probably I can just delete, right? This was probably bad idea. Oh, there's even something here that... I know, yeah. There's a way to solve this. Actually, if I take both mesh objects on edit mode, I can probably get this to be mapped in this position. I do this, I subdivide, and then I move this to cursor to cell 8, selection to cursor. There you go. So now I just go back here. Okay, so now I get my vertices back, but I need to make some sort of... Okay, what about, instead of this being exactly on the edge... Oh, I created this in the wrong mesh. Yeah. Yeah, so I need to do this on this mesh. So let's do it again. Subdivide, then with this we move to there. Now it's fine. Alright. Alright, let's try to get this inside, therefore let's try to get this inside the mesh there. Just here. And then... oh, I got an idea. Alright, let's do this. So, let's go back here. Oh yes, I have plenty of ideas now. So, let's do this. Let's scale up, extrude inwards, extrude, now GY here, now a little more, then extrude, yeah, I think now we got it, because this will be the cover, right? I've started to understand how this can work. So here we are more free to make just some perhaps alignment here. Yeah, why not? So now you can have some sort of more regular mesh going on. We don't need this. We can immediately start connecting here. And what is this? Apparently there's some loose vertex. No, this was just the cursor, not an edge. Now for this part, of course, more geometry would be good here, unless I can collapse geometry in some way. Hold on, how can that be achieved? Let's say I want to collapse geometry here. Yeah, but why? Merge at center. Yeah, that will be the case then. All right, that's a way to do it. Then that's one way to do it. Then there. We don't have a subdivision here. Now give me a subdivision there here. So two large walls. So why can't we have just something like that? Certainly here we could have some recalculate outside. I don't know. Probably here we would like to have this face orientation. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah. Alright, so these faces are chaotic for some reason. Okay, I'm facing the same problem here Alright, and now it's just these faces for this particular object here. Just gonna invert these ones. Okay, so apparently these faces are resistant to some... Maybe we need to complete the geometry here, the topology, before we do that. Yeah, most likely this is open faces, so I need to complete the... So here we do the same thing here, I guess. This is okay, this is fine, we do here and here. Then here we want this stuff here and here. Then here we can connect, except that this would actually be a quad. Very strange quad, actually. And then finally, what is this thing? Well, just clip in the middle. Let's delete these faces. This is good. Let's keep it. This here probably will merge. Ah, there we go. And now, why not? We can also get this thing here. Get... Oh, it's not connected. Alright, so... no, let's rip vertices here and there. Here, yes, there's this problematic here. We don't care about this right now. Here I have some difficulty in apparently this face is wrong. Here SY 0 SZ 0 there, not sure. Okay, anyways, let's finish this. Good. Then here we're gonna give this different material. I see that this doesn't actually connect with the floor. We need probably some... It will be nice if you have some sort of subdivision there that is not existing, like this looping here. So be something like here going So this must be a horizontal thing. Which you don't have, so you can, for example, try to achieve it by maybe I'm doing it in a very complicated way, so hold on folks, we're gonna so if I see from a front view, what we see here is that this is all wrong, so we need to get this position here, pick this, then we align. We are going to align everything with SZ0 here. Then we can pick, for example, this one, SX0. Let's pick all these, SX0. Now we can start to connect this. This could be the active SX0. Merge here. I don't know what's that. Some crazy thing that is not required. We'll deal with this soon enough. Yes, now this thing is not very interesting. We need to develop this better, so yeah, it's very bizarre. Yeah, it's bad to look at this without. We need to build with it at least to get a better idea of what's going on. So here, let's try to just merge here. SXY, no, SY0, no, SY0, no, from this one, SY0 must be deactivating, SX0, no, SZ0, okay. Okay, so you see here some faces here which are not very interesting. Excessive faces here. Probably this loop is like, we can probably try to dissolve, simplify, right? And the stairs that I never am able to do here. So for these stairs, let's see. probably a new object, right? Or not a new object, a new mesh, right? Maybe it's the best approach here. If you see from the side, this mesh is really inaccurate, so we can try to, my instinct is to get everything done with topology, right? So it's a personal habit of organic rigging. So in this case, let's select by material. Since we have the material, and let's unselect this one. Let's mark here this thing, and let's make this thing as, oh, we have this. Let's delete these faces. Okay, we can start from this starting condition, right? It's plausible. Then all right, alright, so I see. The question is, if I get this thing from alright, so this face S, let's pick this again. SY0, no, wrong, faces material, SY0, right? We want it to be the bases, right? So they are all aligned. Well, these ones don't need to be really aligned. So let's just do an alignment with perhaps this vertex here, SX0. Okay, so why this one doesn't respond? Okay, seems to get a bit crazy, so that's fine. So for some reason he wants to connect there, so let's try again. SX0, no. So I don't understand this behavior here. Oh, I need to be individual, I guess. No, it would be the cursor. Alright, so I don't get it, but doesn't matter. From this condition, I'm concerned with this thing. Can't they cross? Well, I know how to do this. SY0 and merge at last. There we go. So what I'm doing here is pretty simple. I'm just making this stuff, and then This of course is wrong, so SZ0. Now it's fine. So I'm gonna make little stairs here from... I should have started from there, right? SZ0, there we go. We looks like there's some extra object anyway, so what's that? There's some face somewhere. Ah, there's a nightmare. What? Yeah, there's some wrong face somewhere. It's a very large face that is... this crossing... I'm never... Oh, I have an add-on that can find it. N-gons? No? Well, I can still see there's... How is this possible, right? Sorry folks, something is really wrong here. I just cannot find where. It's like this thing is mirrored on the wrong side. Oh, I see there. Indeed, it's mirrored in the wrong side. There we go. This is very bad. Okay. So apparently it was some bad mirroring, but anyways, maybe by doing this we made a simplification that might help us in what's coming next. So yeah, let's take advantage of our gain experience and let's just try to redo this. Sorry folks. So there's a trigon here, alright, so it will be like okay, so here it would be relevant to have this. So let's complete this. Here we can try to make these connections. Here is the trigon that we want. There are actually 3, but this part has not... Oh, it can conclude in something like that, so that's fine. But not so hasty. Here we have a problem. We want to have this aligned with this. So it will be SY0. There we go. And so we're gonna have the stairs right here. So we're gonna pick this one. Let's align all these ones with XY. Is this correct? Apparently yes, it's just an illusion that it isn't. So then we can extrude here, and here we can get this done, and here so you can get this. Alright, and we will develop the stairs from an extra object, disconnected mesh. So here we can already start unfolding this thing. So let's just get some organization here. So what's happening to the object here? Are those faces interpenetrating? Yes, they are. So this is apparently correct. Yes, this is correct. They just need, let's give this a better material. Alright, so this red here can be this other color. Yeah, the colors are actually confusing. This blue and red will always sort of give us the impression that it is the overlay thing, right? Face orientation. So here you see there's some inadequate. Okay, here is easy to solve. So here we got now we can probably try to get something done with perhaps this part is dead, right? Because you're gonna have stairs there. So I just need to fix this part here. Yeah, maybe another subdivision here would be nice. Here something that I'm not sure how I'm gonna make these things right. And then why not, let's get this thing here. Alright, so that can be nice, although not very regular here. Yeah, we can probably do something about this irregularity. Maybe, yeah, let's pick like, I don't know. Yeah, let's pick like this one and get all this to move like GY0. This is the sometimes they don't answer the way we want. I want to really don't understand. SY0. Well, it worked. Let's push it. Here we would really like to have something like that. So you could get move in sync here. Alright, this we could move like that. This is fine. Alright, okay, so we are getting progress in this part. This is getting nice. What is this? Looks like there's some... Looks like something about the... This looks like something forgotten. Yeah, it's something from... Wow, what's that? Oh, it's mirrored stuff. Okay, cleaned. Alright, so now maybe the bevel should be a cool thing on this object here. Still not ready to receive it, but start to look adequate. Yeah, we don't have texture for all those things yet, so this will be a game changer, right? Right, then we get this. Yeah, certainly not. I'm just making tests here. Here, some doors here would be nice too. But yeah, the connection strategy kind of worked, but I'm still struggling with some stuff there. What's... Oh, I see that we have... There are some... Here we can go a little more organic, maybe. Oh, I see, interpenetrations, alright. There are some problem there. Maybe it's the corridor here, which is too large. Need to be careful about some of the stuff here, right? No, this is... Yeah, I'm creating anomalies. This is too dangerous to be done in this way. Okay, so here probably I want the same distance here for this, yeah. So let's pick like this distance, sy0, and yeah, we can manipulate this, and it's okay if it's not. We're gonna have to deal with that at later. Yeah, this is about the organic thing, right? So but we cannot afford to do everything like that, because okay, let's do the stairs at once. So that will be like we pick this, extrude like here, yeah, and then I think Alt Control R, like, no, there's some command to repeat last. Shift R, but that's not exactly. Yeah, so instead we'll have to do something like that. Yeah, let's try something different. Just I've seen this idea of extrusion. We can delete this. Let's Shift D. Scale on Y. Well, no need to scale, we can get something like that. That would be nice, but then, or give an array. Yeah, array will be the most regular thing. So let's give it like, not bevel for this, just, yeah, it's a perfect case for a cool use of the array. Factor not x but y and z, but actually I think it's going, oh, it's it needs to be a separate, yeah. Let's go back to this object and delete the array. This is a terrible mistake. It's just this thing that we want the array, so it will be negative here, and z would be something like that. Yeah, the floating stairs, this look pretty cool, like some, yeah. And then something perhaps like that. Yeah, like this. Alright. And of course the colors for this, here for now I'm using this floor, right, and then here, but probably gonna do something like that. And here I want to, instead of, yeah, we can have like, Yes. Good stuff. So here, yeah, getting this idea from this. Let's even save this as an. Can move it up maybe. No, it would be nice if it stays like. But if there is a gap here, minimum gap. No, not that cool, because there are no gaps elsewhere. So yeah, maybe like that. And then of course I want to change the array, just perhaps to change this a little more. So yeah, doing something like that. And also maybe further away, so this idea of the gap becomes more prominent. But I think it's too far. Let's just like this should be good. And then count. Okay, just this should be enough. Alright, so here we will paint this in this metal one. Here could be this metal too, sorry. This can be here. This will get this thing. Here we get this color. And yeah, we are starting to get somewhere. Here there's this problem that yeah, this is not very satisfying, so let's get this way. And probably this we want also to get, yeah, this ramp here, although it's kinda okay, but yeah, it's better maybe do a minimal ramp there, and that's it. And so here it's arguably maybe you can do that. No, not good. So let's just do this and that. And just make sure that this one gets the same SY0. Okay, good. So now there is, you see that here we have some difficulty for same aspects here. So maybe these things are not in the same height. So maybe this will help. And then we bring this slightly, no, more up, I don't know. Okay, and then there's the interpenetration problematic there. Something that is... Oh, actually this is from the top side, alright, so this is not... Okay, let's get slightly more organic there, and here we can consider the bevel thing, how we got this thing to work. Oh, it doesn't have bevel. Alright, let's before, let me add this to asset. We'll reorganize the asset library later. So let's get this thing, and bevel, I don't know if that's really required, but I'm gonna experiment. Yeah, it's cool, but we are not achieving like seamless results. We still have trouble with some aspects of the mesh topology. Yeah, this doesn't work very well in certain cases. Maybe it's just some question of percent, absolute, I don't know. Maybe it's some settings that I need to know better. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so screw it, I don't know how to use it for this case right now, so we're gonna just use as it is now. I never use bevel, so just for the corridor I'm using, so maybe it's something to explore as we go. We probably want some windows, so yeah, actually this is an inner corridor. I want to make it some, yeah, for this middle corridor for the deck I want something really more like a dark material, a black material, something, a dark corridor with some, yeah, so that will be not this kind of colorful corridor. This can be colorful already for the. And so here what we could do, I need some sort of material for that. Those materials are shaders are really simplistic. I think there's nothing about them. Mapping, yeah, it's completely irrelevant at this point. It's not even self-shading, nothing like that, so just need to get whatever material like that's, yeah, it's all the same thing. Metal, this is slightly different. Maybe I was trying to get some texture here, yeah, so yeah, this exactly, this is a so let's just use this. Let's pick a black material here, and we're gonna get some more black materials. Oh, got it wrong, so alright, let's undo this thing here. So this will be the black material, but we want another for the variations. So it'll be a so it'll be like metal, yeah, corridor 1, then corridor 2. So this will be, I don't know, something more like that. And then for all these, yeah, whatever was painted in this color becomes corridor 2. This contrasting colors is nice. Let's create another here. No, not like that. Let's get corridor 3. This will be like, no, corridor 2, corridor 3. Let's get something like here, and yeah, something like that. Then I think this was this, so that will be corridor good. And then whatever is red here, we get like corridor 1. No, let's make sure these are, could be metal here. No, bad idea. So it was good as red, but for now it's a but it's no, we need to change this. So we're gonna get a new one here, get this for red, but let's get corridor 4. It will be like a floor red. It'll be like yeah. Wow. It's cool because it contrasts a lot. It's not totally red, it's nearly pinkish, but yeah, something like that for now, right? It's like some crazy. Now this two more. Let's get it more. I particularly like the tubes to be on that color, but it kind of good for the composition, right? The ceiling though is not very good to have this color, so there's just one ceiling piece which has got this, so this could get like, I don't know, like this. There's another. More than one has got this, so yeah. Need to revise these things, so alright, this is interesting. So yeah, the floor being red like that is too much, but now we have a, that's of course the lights, we need to create some lights also. Pipes, right? Red pipes. And yeah, indeed we need to Why I don't... Alright, so... This was wrong, so let's just pick this and give it a... Okay, I think my Blender is going to crash. Right? Yeah, apparently it's crashing, so... No, it didn't crash. No. Sorry, folks. It's just a comment that was... Right, so why... Okay, I need to make this selection. So let's unselect these things and get these I don't know, corridor, yeah, some color like that. Yeah, so I don't want to mix this color, so this will be actually assigned to pipes, while this thing, if we want to check floor, it's exactly this, but we changed the color, so I want something darker, maybe something like here. Yeah, that thing, yeah, maybe it's too much, but yeah, too much. Oh, this is actually cool. So not like a vine, no, but then it's too, it gets too, how to say, too cold. Let's maintain like this, and this material certainly, this metal is completely wrong. Let's change this to, yeah, first there's no reason why this material, oh, I see, yeah. So now there's a reason this thing, this material was being used for something else, for the assets, so I'm not gonna destroy it, I'm just gonna change the stuff here, right? Unfortunately this will, yeah, we'll have to reassign these materials later, but that's okay. So this is not floor, this is like asset, I don't know, we're gonna find out what texture was that. I have this texture, I need just to find them again. So here we probably want to get this floor again here. Here we probably can benefit again from this, and here it's questionable. What can we get here? What about this? Yeah, for now let's accept this, because this metal here makes no much sense, although we could get this black, right? Alright, let's bring the corridor, I don't know. And here too we could bring this corridor thing. Here, why not? Let's bring the corridor 2. That's nice. Actually, corridor 2, I don't know. Yeah, except this part here is not very good. Everything here got a bit too dark, I think. So maybe I exaggerated a little. But yeah, it looks interesting. It's just too dark, so let's maybe just do something. Yeah, no, too dark, too dark. It was... Yeah, I have problem here. I don't have enough differentiating colors here. Wow, glass, no. Do I have anything else? Corridor 3. Yeah, okay, let's give a corridor 3 then. And then for this part we're gonna get corridor 1. For this part we get corridor 2. And for this part we also get corridor 2. That's fine. For differentiation, where's the other object here? The ceiling. All right. Here would be necessarily would like to have the lightings just like these ones, but in EV they don't emit lights, so this is a problem. We'll have to create some... Okay, we need to improve that, but that's already a starting. And yeah, so I want to rework on this thing. This looks like too much as a plaza or something like that. I want to make some radical changes in here so that we get this more like a deck. In the front I want some command center, right, some control center. I'm still thinking how can we get this thing. It's also in parts resemble some sort of garage for vehicles, right? The like airport stuff, right? So yeah, I need to rework the way this thing looks. And so here this thing, I think I'm gonna maintain, but I'm gonna change the structures too. Probably I'd like to make this much taller, I'm not sure. Yeah. So, folks, thanks for watching. I think I need to pause a little, but this was the first attempt in world building in live streaming, and that was kind of productive. Let's say we got some very cool stuff improved here. Learned some new tricks, but need much more developments here. We'll continue this series here. The assets here we're gonna try to retrieve their textures. Actually, this is the last thing I think that worth doing. So if I have them somewhere, nope, actually, okay, here we got something. I need to recover that. Let's see, open image. So this is texture vase. Where did you get that? I think scenery, no, library, scenery, texture, no, props, texture prop. Okay, was that it? That is complicated, because now I have multiple objects there. This, well, in part this is the procedural shading that is working on this, but okay, I have three materials here. They all use the same texture vase. How do I recover? Let's see. File, external data, automatically pack resource. Alright, unable to find blah blah. Okay, these ones. Alright, so apparently those are just these two. Library, asset landscapes, asset scenery, planet assets character, no, so might be just this. So vase, alright, I think we got something here, so I need to get this. No, that won't work. Library, I've changed the it's a cool texture that I've made, so I need to recover them from the path. So library, props, texture. Ah, there we go. Yeah, low poly textures, crazy ideas here. And finally, and at the table, yeah, unable to. Now, this won't work, so let's get here and yeah, then let's get this path to library, props, texture, table. Yeah, this was not that successful, so we just... Okay, and this was actually no texture here, just a crazy effect that I was trying to develop, so... These assets are experimental, so some worked, some not, some didn't. The tree I'm okay. They are just too big, maybe in relation to the table, so I need to reassess this. What about these ones? This vase is completely wrong, so what is... Yeah, this is all using other textures, so maybe I need to remake these things. Yeah, make new texture for this. And oh, let's see how, now that we've retrieved the, oops, Shift F5. Let's see what happens if we get some crazy texture going on for for here. I mean, for example, I don't know if I pick this one. Let's see if I get glass is cool, but it's not what I want. Let's see, where's the table? No, it's not table, it's wireframe. That's, yeah, it's kind of cool effect, right? But it's not doing it's not that fascinating, but it's intriguing. It could work if we could get some animations there. The problem with this effect, it's just it's some, no, actually it's not a modifier, it's the shader of this thing is like, maybe there's a way to work, I see that on the tutorial. So basically there is a Fresnel wireframe, yeah, this wireframe thing, pixel size. Oh, yeah, so oh, I see. This is the, yeah. It will take the triangles of the faces, right? So it will automatically triangulate. So this is something that probably there is a way to work on that I'm not aware of. Maybe some maths. I don't know how. What could be done? Let's try some. I can connect something there, no, to the size mapping of that. Can we play with this thing? It's not really changing anything about the mapping, so no. Yeah, I really like to try to make this thing more yeah. Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't know if this is very flexible anyway, so unfortunately. So maybe there's another way to do that. It looks really like screen stuff, right? So this is why this can be kind of cool, but let's give another here. It's just for now, right? So I'm trying to get as much as crazy things like, and my idea is to be able to animate them, to make them like rig the, yeah, this looks pretty cool, right? Even though highly stylized, it's perfect for some gamish aesthetics. It would be great if I get it animated at some point. So I'm trying to collect those things, and then of course we can do something about, for example, of course it would make no much sense here, but look at that. Very nice, right? Although very simple. Okay, we can have the ceiling. We can have it was this, I think. Yeah, maybe it was this, I don't know. But we can have, for example, the space, the glass stuff at the ceiling. It's a bit hard to see what we want here, but yeah, there's reflections. It's a bit crazy though. Yeah, we need to, I don't know what the reflection is doing there with This is glass 1, right? But we have other things to try out. Hold on. Asset seems like another glass thing. Okay, let's take this glass stuff and no, this is a mistake. It just looks some no, this is a texture stuff, I think. So like this. I thought I had another glass, but apparently it's not the case. So lamp. Yeah, this is just too strong, right, for lamps. It's kind of cool that seems to give some illuminations, right? But yeah, no, too bright, too predictable, and this wireframe will be like a repetition of what you have on the floor. So it's actually, that's really cool looking though. Yeah. Although it's the same material, this will create some problem here. Let's do it differently, folks. Let's get here as get the wireframe. Let's change it to wireframe 2, and let's assign, but let's get some edition here. I really would like to get this thing editable in some cool way. So currently there is nothing much that I know how to operate with that. So unfortunately there's a emission color which doesn't seem to change anything here. Strangely, it's not being affected by... Oh, it's the... Okay, I see. This is the lighting part, the light part, so... Yeah, you can play with that, at least that's not too bad, but it's not what I wanted. Maybe it's here, surface base color. Nope. Oh, this is going to that part. Ah, here is the other color. All right. Yeah, so this is a special case, so you can... Yeah, this will mimic like the pipes color, right? That'll be good for composition. Some reddish color, this combination, although a bit odd, I think it will be nice. So blue and not purple, but some sort of going to the orange, but not so... It's hard to see here. We can also try to change here. Let's increase this, for example, in relation to the bottom part, and give it less darker, or hard to find the equilibrium here, and yeah, this can't be that dense. Alright, yeah, this was not very successful, but maybe this color here we can do something better about this. Let's try to mimic. Some pitch black thing, but bluish. Okay, let's consider that. I think that will be animated will be like like a screen, right? That will be crazy. So yeah, in the end, this was not the best thing. I like the floor though. The floor is really cool. But at least we have a differentiation now. If I can select this material by just clicking here, and then we can just immediately toggle this for, and same here we can do with this. We can get from glass here, select and go glass on the floor. So it's kind of crazy impression, right? But then yeah, I need to solve the reflections to, if I ever wanted to keep that. So no, not doing this. So alright, and then maybe here we can have some crazy stuff going on. I don't know. Oh, here I see I have some glass 1 and glass 2. Yeah, they are different versions of the same thing, and I don't have that other material. Let's get the wireframe, just crazy thing. No, that's very bad for this case. Yeah, it's you see how it's. Alright folks, so for now this is what we've got for this thing. I need to change the, build a lot of things here for the deck and change all this structure. So this will be a next challenge, folks. So for now, let's consider this as a good starting point for first session. I'm going to do next some rigging, but that will be probably tomorrow. So thanks for watching, folks. Happy blending, take care, and see you soon.